The biggest killers from coast to coast. It's not a Detroit thing. It's not an Atlanta thing. It's not a Miami thing. It's not a Philly. It's not a Chicago thing. Not an LA thing. Period. The biggest rats have always been the most violent amongst us. You know why? Because the biggest rats who are killers, what are you going to do to a nigga who a rat but he a killer? What you going to do to him? How you going to win? One, he'll kill you. Number two, he'll tell on you. He'll kill and tell on you. So how do you fight a motherfucker like that? That is what I call a gangster rat. We're living in the day where the niggas who, listen, niggas, this is what niggas are saying. Why would I go to prison for 20 years when I can tell on you and you a bitch and you ain't gonna do shit about it if I do tell on you? All you gonna do is tell niggas I told on you. And the niggas who you telling I told on you, they scared of me already because they know I laid down demonstrations. So I don't give a fuck if you tell a motherfucker I told or not. What they gonna do? What they gonna do to me? And then the rats, right? Once the killers turn rats, a killer rat is worse than just a regular killer, bro. Yes, a killer rat is like this here. Hey man, the killer rats are like Jesse James. The killer rats are pow your ass. They already killers. And once a nigga who's a killer turned rat, he already know what he can expect. The killer rats are the most dangerous motherfuckers you could ever want to have a problem with. One, because they will kill you. And if you try to get out on them, and if you get anywhere close to them, they're gonna tell on you. So you gotta fight the fact you gotta battle against a nigga who will kill you. And then you gotta also battle against a motherfucker who gonna tell on you. That's a lose-lose situation. So when niggas say the streets are dead, this is what they need to be talking about. Because, listen, 20, 30, 40 years ago, there was no way a nigga who can tell on a nigga, rat, snitch on a nigga, get niggas indicted and still run around the neighborhood. A nigga will pop his motherfucking top, but not nowadays. Nowadays, a motherfucker can tell on some shit, and if he got enough heart, he don't got to move to Mexico. He don't got to go. Listen, you don't even hear. Man, you don't even hear nothing about the witness protection program no more. Niggas ratting. Niggas not going to the witness protection program. We don't even hear about that no more. You don't see them putting niggas who told on big drug organizations. Let me give you an example. YSL, perfect example. All the motherfuckers who were said to have been rats in the YSL case, they all free right now. Most of them broke, so all they did was go back home to their big mama house. They ain't go nowhere. Listen, most of the rats in the YSL, I'm finna make my point. Most of the rats in the YSL trial, in the YSL case, most of the guys who were identified on national TV, we saw these niggas tell. We heard it. We saw it. We saw the testimony. We heard the transcripts. We watched the cross-examination and the direct and the redirect. We saw it all. Most of the niggas who were the rats in the YSL case, they're free now. They free now. They ain't in a witness protection program. They walking around Atlanta right now. They're going to the clubs right now. They're going to the grocery stores right now. They fucking the hoes again right now. And the bitches do not give a fuck if a nigga is a rat, especially if a nigga doing something for him. A nigga ain't got to be rich. If a nigga doing something for him, a bitch don't give a fuck no nigga no rat. Most of these scallywag, dirtbag ass, bottom of the barrel, hot dog, hamburger helper eating ass bitches don't give a fuck if no nigga no rat for real. These hoes ain't got no moral compass. These hoes don't give a fuck. The only time these bitches give a fuck if a nigga a rat is that when they get mad at the nigga, they gonna say, "Oh, you rat ass nigga." That's the only time these hoes give a fuck about if a nigga a rat. These hoes don't care. And don't be a nigga with some money. If you a nigga with some money, right now, today, you can live carefree in the hoods across the country. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me that if you rat, if you cooperate, if you give niggas up, tell me you have something to fear. Just look at what's going on in Atlanta. And I'm not picking on Atlanta, but we gotta use Atlanta as a launch point right here. I'll move around. Don't get mad at me, Atlanta. I'll move around. But we're gonna start with you motherfuckers because you niggas don't want to accept responsibility for all the shit y'all got going on. Come out this YSL, Gunner, Thug ass, 21 Savage ass, baby, QCP ass shit. I ain't gonna drag it. I just want to use this as a point. I want to use this as a reference point. Niggas will tell on some shit. And niggas will not move. We don't hear nothing about, oh, this nigga, him and his family disappeared. Where'd he go? Oh, he told on Jim Bob and Lil Trey and 7 Mile Boo Boo. Niggas not going to witness protection. The feds ain't even offering. They don't even got enough respect for you rat ass niggas to even offer you niggas witness protection. They're not even relocating you niggas to a different state. A nigga, at most, a nigga go from Detroit to Atlanta or New Jersey to Miami, or they'll go from like Philly to Arizona, or they'll go from like Las Vegas. All rats go to Las Vegas.